This is going to be your reading. This is for water sign placements, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So let's see. What do the water sign placements most importantly need to know right now for those watching? Okay, so we got hopeless, sinking, despair, and falling apart, and pain, and spying, divine masculine, pride, chemistry, return and healing, bitterness. So somebody here could be feeling hopeless. They could be feeling tied up, tied down. Their air signs had trapped over here. So maybe you guys are dealing with an air sign or you have air placements. You can be an air sign with water in your chart or vice versa. Or you could be dealing with somebody that does. What else? We got divine feminine, yin and feminine energy. So some of you guys could be in your divine feminine. Or you could be dealing with one, or you are one, or you're coming into this energy. One more. And depth, awareness, importance, and value. And we got exhaustion. Some of you guys could be tired. Depletion, drain, long journey. Yeah. Yeah, some of y'all could be feeling a bit tired. Some of you guys could be, you could have traveled recently. Maybe you travel for work, or maybe you guys just need to take a break. Somebody here could be a bit exhausted or feeling drained from something, or someone was hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Was hopeless. Okay, Six of Wands. Jupiter and Leo. The Six of Wands is usually about victory, success, accolades, recognition. So somebody could be in a public eye, or somebody here could be celebrating, or they could look like they're in the Six of Wands, but they're really feeling hopeless. Or somebody was hoping that you were feeling hopeless, but you're in the Six of Wands energy. So, yeah. You could be being recognized for something. What's divine feminine? I feel like somebody wanted you to be hopeless and sinking and in despair like they are. What's divine feminine? Divine feminine. Divine feminine. Okay, Nine of Wands. Yeah, Moon and Sag. Somebody want, like, there's two people. All right, so it's like, these people are battered and bruised, one more than the other. What the fuck? Hold on. Moon and Sag here. What's the depth? And the Moon. Cancer energy. Pisces possibly. And she walking with her robe, her red robe, with her white dress, her white gown or whatever. And the Moon talks about depth. It talks about it talks about the unknown, the hidden, things that are deeply, deeply embedded. That's the subconscious. And we got the Hermit here, Three of Swords. Yeah, Virgo energy. You or someone can have Virgo in their chart. Three of Swords here, Saturn and Libra. So there could be some pain or heartache that somebody here is, or some type of grief that somebody is processing and going through by themselves. Somebody here could be in hermit mode to process something. But what's hopeless? Yeah, Two of Cups. I feel like somebody's connection to the outside looking in, it looks good. These people look like they love each other, like each other, but they're really in a trauma bond. Venus in Cancer with the Two of Cups. Divine feminine. They could even like they could beat each other's ass. And if it's not like physical abuse, it's something, justice here. It's something like it's like, it's a trauma bond, really. Libra with the justice here. You or somebody can have Libra in their chart. I feel like there's a decision that's being made here. Or you could be trying to, somebody could be trying to weigh both sides, or you could need to get both sides to a situation. Somebody that you guys could have been with, they could have been trying to make you guys look bad. I don't know, there could even be legality issues here. But there's karma. What's the justice is karma, and it's under divine feminine. Yin feminine energy. The moon is yin energy as well. What's depth? It's about to be some bullshit. Water signs. The Queen of Cups wanted to come out. Depth. The Judgment. So an awakening. Something calling somebody's... There's something... Somebody's intuition is like... There's something of value, something of importance that is trying to get someone's attention. This could even be somebody getting a call back about something. This could even be something to do with a person's health. I mean, a hermit can be a doctor. Something could have been lying doormat. Okay. Or this could just be a test with the Judgment, but we'll see. What's Six of Wands? Yeah, the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is normally somebody that's excited. They got this new bright idea. You know, they're initiating something creative, but he has his head down. This is the tarot. This is after tarot. And there's a lady standing in the background watching him walk away. Somebody got their head down. It's like whatever somebody hears, something like... Yeah, somebody's high. There's like a relationship that somebody's in. Or whatever somebody got going on. They're like really... Somebody's really falling apart. Page of Wands. The Chariot, Cancerian energy. Obviously you or someone can have Cancer in their chart. Yeah, this could even be somebody, this could be like overcoming something, like really a lot of resilience, grit, willpower, determination even. He has his hands on his heart in this deck, and he's directing the Chariot. So somebody has a sense of purpose, direction. They know where they're going. They're being very specific about it. Somebody could be following their heart. Heavy Cancerian energy here, the Moon, the Chariot. There could be distance between you and somebody. If it's not physical, there could be emotional distance. But I think you guys will overcome this, the Chariot. What's the Chariot? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. Yeah. But then we have the Eight of Cups here and the Queen of Cups. Somebody's really in their feelings. This could be a feminine here, a mother figure. Somebody here could be feeling abandoned, because you see how in the Eight of Cups in this deck, there's the guy walking away, and this lady standing here just looking at she's like ruminating, and she's holding one cup in her hand, and it could be that Ace of Cups. Maybe somebody here saw potential with something, and they're being disappointed, or they feel let down. Yeah, I feel like somebody had hopes for something. It could be about a connection. What's the Two of Cups? Two of Cups here for the water signs. Because they're embracing, oh gosh, 3 of Wands and a star. They're embracing each other. This could be a long distance relationship, or somebody could also be relocating, but somebody feels like, this could even be like an estranged marriage, an estranged relationship. You know, whether it's with a lover, family member, a friend. What's the 2 of Cups? Yeah, the World card, something is over. Some of y'all could have met somebody online. This could even be travel, like I said. Fixed sign energy with the World card. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Maybe there's something that repeats between... I just heard that Jacket Edge song called Round and Round. I think it's like we've been going, somebody feels like them and a person have been going, hey Alexandria, there's a connection that's been going around and around. Like something is stuck. Somebody feels like they're stuck in a cycle with somebody, with hopeless hair, sinking, despair, falling apart. What's the World card? Somebody's like, yeah, what's the World card? Somebody could be exhausted by dealing with this. Because something is just round and round and round. It's like, and that could be why exhaustion is here. There's been a long journey when it comes to someone's love life or a connection in particular. The World. Somebody has, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out. Something has been just on repeat. The World here. Yeah, the 8 of Wands here. Something could be going on with the internet. 8 of Wands and the World card could be the World Wide Web. The 8 of Wands, I don't really want to read this deck in reverse, but I like to let the cards fly out how they do. 8 of Wands in reverse, Mercury and Sag. There could be something, we are in retrograde, so there's going to be electronic issues, internet issues, communication, things something could be losing momentum. Maybe you saw potential in something between you and somebody, and I feel like it's either blocked with the 8 of Wands in reverse, or something has slowed down, the momentum has stopped. Yeah, you see how the fish is falling out the cup? Here is like, oops. They're like, oh my God, the fish. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something, 8 of Wands, Mercury and Sag. There's a delay here regarding travel to see somebody or something moving forward. And this could be either something new or something that's already existing. Somebody could be also trying to project negativity towards someone's love life or a connection. What's the 8 of Wands here in reverse? Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody, yeah, the 3 of Swords and the Hermit. Somebody, yeah, the 6 of Cups here. Maybe somebody just could be deciding to be single, or this is what you're being called to do. Maybe now is just not the right time. Maybe there's still some repairs, some things that you need to tend to for yourself before you and somebody can return together, or there could be something about timing here. It could be about a person's finances, their health, just their stability, whatever this is. 9 of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. That's singlehood. For yeah, you and somebody could miss each other. The 9 of Pentacles, but we got the 3 of Swords here, and the Hermit is Virgo too, singlehood, being alone. So, what's this Ace of Cups, real quick? The 4 of Swords, Jupiter and Libra. There may be a break that happens between you and somebody. And maybe this person's going to have to go out there and see something on their own. I don't know. But yeah, 4 of Swords. There could be like a break, a separation. Maybe there's healing that needs to take place, Three of Cups, before you guys can reconcile. Yeah, before you guys can come together, or before you can, or if this is not a particular person, before you can meet somebody. I feel like there's something there's some type of healing that needs to take place. Maybe somebody still needs to get something together while they're single. Or something about a person's independence, their stability, their health, their environment possibly, before something comes together, whether it's a love life, a celebration. There could be a wedding here, a get together, something. You guys are going to reunite with somebody or people when the time is right. Or something will come together when the time is right. What's Nine of Wands? Yeah, the Seven of Cups. Venus and Scorpio. I feel like with the yin energy like this and the moon card, all this feminine energy, I really feel like somebody here needs to somebody here needs to be still. Maybe y'all need to meditate more, write more, get some more sleep. I really do feel like somebody is exhausted. Somebody here could travel for work. Maybe they're at a distance, or somebody just moves around a lot. Or in order for something to move forward, there's some type of healing that needs to take place, whether it's both of you guys or individually. When your window browser is still loading round and round, that's work is slamming right now. Shake my head. What's the Seven of Cups? Yeah, the Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. So that's like clarity, manifesting, that's power. And then we got the Ten of Wands here. As above, so below. Somebody here needs to, yeah, we got the King and Queen of Swords, wow. And the Empress. And the Page of Swords, the Three of Swords. She got that little bird, he got that big bird, and his sword is in the ground. Heavy Aquarius here with the King of Swords, heavy Libra with the Queen of Swords. It could be Gemini as well, Capricorn or Virgo too, but heavy Libra, heavy Aquarius. Ten of Wands, somebody's like at their wit's end. It's like all 9 wands are collapsed on the floor and he's still holding this one wand here. I don't feel like somebody has given up per se, but what's the Magician? Because somebody could be trying to manifest something. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. What? Somebody manifested somebody being abandoned or broken up with or left behind. Somebody here could be a dark witch. I'm not even going to hold y'all. Somebody here, I'm not even going to lie. Somebody here with I'm like the Seven of Cups in this deck. And the Magician, the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Or somebody could be thinking the worst. Or this is like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Somebody assumes they're going to be left behind, but then they don't know that they're subconsciously doing things to be left behind. And then it's like, oh, see, I knew you was going to leave me. I knew you was going to hurt me. But it's like, no, sweetie, it's you. Like, you're doing that, you know? Eight of Cups here. Saturn and Pisces. Maybe there could be a breakup. Or there's a disconnect here. Eight of Cups. Maybe somebody's checked out. Because the Seven of Cups, somebody has made their choice. But now it's the Eight of Cups. Whatever choice somebody made, they don't like it. Maybe somebody is healing from some type of heartache. Or they're healing from something. I don't know. Something could be being laid to rest. A person, connection. What's the opportunity? What's the Eight of Cups? Hey, Lakithra, I got a new job. Yes, congratulations, Lakithra. Yay. Eight of Cups. Do you like it? Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there's a feminine energy that's either been abandoned or they're doing the abandoning. Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces as well. What the fuck? What's going on? Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords. Somebody here could be okay, somebody could be going through a breakup. Maybe somebody just wants to be alone. Somebody here wants their space. This could be a feminine energy. Yeah, the Queen of Swords, somebody's definitely not in their feelings. Yeah, something about a person's love life definitely could be on hold because somebody here could need to get more stable. Or that could be what somebody's just focusing on. Somebody definitely could be getting a divorce or a breakup here because the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, those are single cards. Even the Queen of Wands is a single energy person. Some of y'all can have air and fire in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Heavy Libra here, Queen of Swords, the Justice and Judgment. And Virgo too. Somebody could be born September, Virgo, September, Libra. Queen of Swords. Yeah, the Five of Swords. Somebody feels like they, wow. Somebody feels like they took out competition. Somebody feels like they put an end to a connection between you and somebody. Yeah, look at the, wow. Wow, wow. But you know what? This person wasn't going to be able to come with y'all anyway. Wow. Wow. You know, it's, wow. When you look at it, wow. So the Five of Swords here is usually somebody, it's like for every winner there's a loser. Venus in Aquarius, somebody feels like they won something. And you see how this person there, he's carrying three swords, the Three of Swords, pain, heartache, betrayal, you know, a blockage, a separation, grief, pain. Somebody feels like they successfully caused two people in the background back here to be at odds with each other, to separate. Or somebody's ego or their self-sabotaging ways is why you and them are separating. Or them jumping to conclusions or assuming the worst, or their behavior. A lack of accountability possibly. Wow. And you see the Knight of Swords, they're slaying the competition. Somebody feels like they've managed to successfully bring a connection to a permanent ending. The Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. That's crazy. Somebody here is selfish, but they've fallen right to their own trap, though. This is a very miserable person. Misery loves company. This could be someone who's single, who's bitter, who's alone, or whatever, or somebody wanted you to feel that way. Wow. Wow, somebody either wanted someone to be abandoned or to do the abandoning. What's Justice? And they could be doing this by way of their words, their thoughts, and somebody here is like manifesting like a breakup, an ending, a separation, or a missed opportunity. What's the Justice? Hey, Goddess Chanel. Somebody feels like they were justified and getting in between you and somebody, or getting in the way of your love life, period. That's some shit. What's the Justice? The High Priestess. Somebody feels like they won something. Yeah, somebody here could consider themselves a High Priestess. Somebody could be really spiritual. Somebody feels powerful as fuck. And not in a good way. The Four of Pentacles, whatever somebody is clinging on to, holding on to, baby, the Grim Reaper is coming to collect. Yeah. In this deck, somebody's not going to be able to control nothing. That's a facade. The universe is letting somebody believe that they're in control of something and they're not. High Priestess. And she got keys in her hand in this deck. Wow. High Priestess. I was just about to say someone's a spell work. I know who. Yeah, Nine of Cups. There's a feminine energy. This is nasty. Somebody here may even pay someone to do this. Somebody's like, or they do this themselves. Maybe they study this shit. I don't know. Nine of Cups here. Jupiter and Pisces. Wow. Somebody here is greedy. And then the Nine of Cups in this deck, this person is bringing, the server is, or the slave, or whoever's bringing this person food. Somebody's sitting at a bar. And that's what that means for this deck. But anyways, yeah, somebody's hiding something. The Seven of Swords here, deception, lying. Yeah, somebody's definitely hiding something. Y'all could be seeing 999. The air signs got 999. You may want to go watch the air signs. Nine of Cups. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Somebody is greedy, but whatever somebody thinks they're holding on to, it's not it. Whatever somebody thinks they're in control over, is the Grim Reaper. These Four of Pentacles that somebody's been trying to maintain and hold on to is about to be snatched the fuck up. I don't know what somebody thought this shit was. Somebody thinks they have the right to do something. I don't know who somebody thinks they are. Four of Pentacles. They have the right to control something. They have the right to hold on to somebody. They have the right to do this to you, or the right to whatever. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the Fool here. Somebody is like refusing to accept that something's over. There's a new beginning. Somebody could be moving. I don't know if somebody doesn't want a person to move on, or they can't move on. So they're in the background trying to fuck with somebody's love life. They dibbling, dabbling into shit. Somebody here, they got a taste of something, and they just want more and more. Somebody realized that they're able to do something, that they're skilled at something, and they just keep doing it now, I feel like. Because they're clinging on to something or someone. Aquarius here with the Fool. You see how he's hanging off the cliff, and somebody's about to lose their gifts. If somebody here is a High Priestess, or they do this for work, somebody's about to lose their gifts, because you don't interfere in people's connections and try to control a person's destiny and how things turn out for them. You're not God. You don't determine that. Somebody trying to basically play God, and they feel justified. But you see, what's in the Fool's little backpack is all the materials from the Magician's table: the Pentacle, the Wand, the Cup, and the Sword. And that's falling into the water. And somebody's about to lose their gifts, or their power, should I say. And this could be a feminine here. They're about to lose their power. Wow. What's the Moon here? What's the Moon? Yeah, somebody's intuition could be alerting them of something. Somebody's realizing that something doesn't seem too right with a person that they're connecting to. Yeah. Somebody could be answering the calling when it comes to their purpose, or your love life has something to do with your purpose. But we gonna see. What's this Page of Cups? That's somebody's inner voice is starting to kick in, their intuition. Or maybe somebody is not there, they can't hear their inner voice. It's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of confusion, because something is much more deeper and complicated. Something is much more complex than it is. Page of Cups. It's not, and it's... Somebody's being alerted of something. Yeah, Ten of Wands. Saturn and Sagittarius. Well, Gemini came out with the Magician and the Queen of Swords, Alexandria. The Magician is Mercury, and Gemini and Virgo rule Mercury, and the Queen of Swords is Gemini too. But I get what you say, maybe the Lovers or the Ten of Swords or something. And the Ace of Wands here, the Sun. It's like these people are fighting for something, but it's more about power. Like, it's something, yeah, it's like these, I don't know if it's about a child, it's about a relationship. But the base of something is about power. Somebody wants to maintain their power. They're fighting for power. These kids they're playing, one is holding the pole, the other one is pulling the flag. Something, the wand here, something is all about power, control. Yeah, but somebody's about to walk right into their own trap. The Emperor here, Aries, Knight of Wands. Ten of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Y'all could be seeing 10-10. Mercury and Virgo. This could be something that's even on somebody's bloodline. Like, yeah, the Page of Cups is a child, and we have a child here. And a dog, and this dog could be the same dog in that magician, in this Fool card. Somebody could have been doing something to somebody for a long time. Somebody here knows a person's weaknesses. They know how to reel somebody back in. They know how to subconsciously, like, press somebody's buttons. They know how to get somebody to compromise and submit. You see how on the Five of Wands in this card, people are not even bothered. They're not even bothering to fight. It's only one person in red that's standing, holding their wand. Everybody else is sitting down in submission. That's what this is. Somebody trying to get somebody to submit, or just get somebody to just give up on something, to make them feel hopeless about a connection, about love in general, about themselves, about whatever this is. Ten of Pentacles. Somebody could be trying to make it hard for somebody to gain some type of inheritance, something that's been left for somebody since they were a child. Like, somebody here is meant to have a relationship. They're meant to be happy. They're meant to be in a partnership, a good one. Nine of Pentacles to the 10. What's the 10 of Pentacles? Yeah, the Six of Cups. Scorpio sun here, childhood. This could even be somebody's, this could be a family member. Somebody could need to return to something about, this could be about a person's inner child. Yeah, y'all could be doing some shadow work, or you guys are being called to. Somebody's definitely being called to go within. There could be a father wound as well. I saw the Emperor there. And these kids are running, instead of playing with each other, they're running, they're returning to meet the older man here. So that could be an actual person, or that could be symbolic for something. I feel like the universe, God, is trying to get somebody's attention. Yeah, I really don't know if I'm doing the shadow work correctly. What's the Six of Cups? There's something with the Judgment here. There's something that you guys may need to reflect on. And we are in Mercury retrograde, and that talks about pausing and reflecting. So maybe some of you guys need to take a break, maybe step back. Maybe review your life and review certain attributes, traits, people, places, and things that just cannot come with you, even parts of yourself. Because there's, with the moon here, there's something psychologically. There's something psychologically going on here. And it could be making it hard for you guys to let something go or move forward. Some of you guys feel like you keep returning back to something, whether it's emotionally, psychologically, or even physically. Whether somebody keeps returning back to a connection, or somebody keeps going somebody keeps looping something. Like I don't, it's something that somebody keeps running back to, or someone that somebody keeps running back to, or something. Somebody feels like they can't get over something, they can't get past something, they can't progress. It's like maybe your money looks good, you're stable, but when it comes to your love life, that's shitty. Or you always end up with partners who just don't do well financially, or you can't do well financially, so that could be interfering with your love life. Or your money is good, but you don't got love. It's like, it's always like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? When you're supposed to have both. Somebody here is afraid to let go of something here. I don't know if this is you guys or this is somebody else. Or every time somebody gets close to something new, it's like they don't, somebody just does not get off that edge. Like they just don't, it's like they just, I don't know, what's the Six of Cups? What's the Six of Cups? Yeah, the Eight of Swords, that mental looping. Six of Swords here, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Temperance, and the King of Cups, and the Hierophant, and the Ten of Swords, the Star of the Lovers. Yeah, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, Eight of Swords here. Some of you guys, if you could be physically, y'all could be seeing 888. The air signs, Sagittarius. The air signs in Sag got 888. Jupiter and Gemini here. Oh, so there could be something that you guys, there's something that you guys may need to reflect back. You know, I can't wait for the Mercury retro, this is the last Mercury retrograde of the year. And I'm creating a PDF for Patreon and for those of you that haven't joined Patreon, if you're not tier 2 or tier 3, then this is what I would suggest for my YouTubers who aren't on Patreon, and if you are on Patreon, if you're only in tier 1, this is what I suggest, because you guys won't have access to the PDF. My suggestion is to look at where you're at, whatever area of your life that's bothering you the most, or it could be every area, whatever, but whatever you feel the most fixated on, reflect back on what choices and decisions, habits, patterns, behaviors that have gotten you up, that have led you up into this point. Get a piece of paper, get a book, and get to it. Patreon, tiers 2 and 3. No, and people have either joined tier 1 or they joined tier 3. It's like no in between. I'm like, why nobody wants to join tier 2? It's either tier 1 or tier 3. It's like so extreme. But anyways, for tier 3s, because nobody is, either people are doing just tier 1 or tier 3. For those of you in tier 3, the PDF is gonna have the questions and everything on there. It's like homework. But there's something that you could need to go back to and look over. That's gonna, because in the Eight of Swords in this deck, and I love this deck, because the Six of Cups is memories, it's the past. But this is something about your childhood for a lot of you guys. There's something that's, yeah, it's all or nothing, Alexandria. I'm like, how can I make tier 2 appealing? It's either tier 3 or tier 1. It's like no in between. But the Six of Cups is about memories. And I don't know if it's because I'm a Scorpio moon and I have a Scorpio 10th house, but everyone, when it comes to me, people either is all in or they're all out. Like, there's nothing halfway when it comes to my life or my experiences. No matter how much I try to moderate things or keep things in the middle, it's either or with me. It's part of my birth chart. I've just come to accept it. But I'm gonna see. It's, it's only, Patreon has only been up for like 2 weeks, so I'm I'm gonna give it some time. I'm gonna give the tier 2 some time. I'm not gonna take it out, but yeah. But Six of Cups is about memories, the past. It could be about childhood. There could be something about your childhood or something about a past experience that you guys may need to go back at and look at. Because there could have been something with the moon here and this depth here, awareness, importance, and value. There's a key piece. And with this, with the High Priestess here, she has keys in her hand in this deck. There could be a key piece that you guys are missing. And we got Divine Feminine. The High Priestess is the ultimate Divine Feminine. And we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. That could be you guys. There's something there's like something missing. There's something that needs to be looked at, that y'all need to revisit. To gain, because yeah, and judgment is about the awareness. Until you guys have the awareness of this small little clue or this small information, you guys are going to you're going to be stuck. But the good thing is, with the Eight of Swords in this deck, this guy is untying this woman here who's blindfolded. She's getting out. For some of you guys, the very same thing that hurt you is going to be the same thing that liberates you. Or the same person that like put you through this pain, is something about that experience that's going to get you. There's something that you're going to break free from mentally. It may not seem like it right now, but it's coming. Or yeah, Six of Swords, you guys are being guided away from something. And you got, and in this deck, they actually reached the land. You know, in the other deck, they're just in the boat. They're still in water. But this one, they actually made it to land. So you guys are actually going to make it to where you have to go. And when I mean make it to where you have to go, this has been a very exhausting journey for a lot of you guys. It's been depleting. It's been draining. It's been long. And this has something to do with your love life, your connections with people, and maybe even the woman in your life. Or you as a woman, or if you're a man, the feminine aspect of yourself, maybe with your mother or a mother figure or an ex or something like that. But something has been extremely exhausting. But you guys are like at that very tail end. You just haven't really gotten off that cliff completely yet. Because something, you see how this dog is like, wait, not yet. Because y'all holding on to something and the Grim Reaper is sneaking up on y'all, about to come in and take it. But I don't know if you guys are still clinging, or this could be someone else, but we'll see. What's the Judgment? Judgment is about awareness. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, more feminine energy. Intuition, emotions. You can have water placements in your chart, obviously. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini as well. Somebody could be a June Gemini, June Cancer. You could be a different sign watching for your water placement. There's something about your intuition, your emotions. Maybe something even on your bloodline. Something that's like something past life. Something ancestral also. You're breaking free from some type of ancestral, like your kids or your child, if you have them, they're not going to have to go through the same things that you've gone through in your connections. I mean, they're going to go through heartache and pain, or they're going to go through things, but it's not going to be as bad and depleting and exhausting as yours was, for those of you that have kids. Buenos tardes, Arlen. If you guys don't have kids, this is something about this is something about you solely. Or maybe the reason why you chose not to have kids in this lifetime. You get, so Queen of Cups. And she's holding her fish. And oh my God, this could be about your inner child, because guys, the fish in this deck it has fallen out the cup. You see that? But then in the Queen of Cups, she's holding the fish. Normally the Queen of Cups, her cup is just empty, but she's holding her fish. So this could be, I don't know if you guys have a daughter or you have a child, or this could be your inner child. This could be you. There's some type of awareness that's happening, or that's going to happen. The Death card, Scorpio energy, some type of change, some type of, is something here. Wow, water signs. I haven't got an intense reading like this for y'all in a while. This is like deeply spiritual. I haven't got something like deeply like this for you guys since like the summer. Queen of Cups. Yeah, the devil in reverse. You guys are taking your power back from something. Because the Capricorn energy, you guys can have Capricorn in your chart. You see in the traditional deck, the couple is being, they're chained, but they're separate. And in this deck, they're basically having sex. They're on top of each other, if you guys can see. But it's in reverse. You're breaking free from something. You may be the one with the victory here. You've mastered something, or you are mastering something, guys. And it's going to set you guys free from some type of bondage, from some type of entity, spirit. Yeah. Or dealing with people that got these type of things on them. Devil in reverse. Or if you have this on you, it's breaking. Yeah, the lovers wanted to come. And they have the sword here in this deck. Maybe somebody that you've been dealing with is going through an awakening. They had to see something that you was trying to teach them, and they had to see it in their own time, or you had to learn something before you can meet somebody that's your match and on your level. I don't know. Devil in reverse. The Four of Cups. What's the devil in reverse? Devil in reverse. Maybe there's something on your mother's bloodline, like your maternal bloodline, I'm getting at, with the feminine energy. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Empress, the Moon card. The Moon is the mother. The devil in reverse. Yeah, the Four Wands in reverse. Something, you've outgrown something. Maybe it's an area, a home. Some of you guys have outgrown a home. Some of y'all could be being called to relocate, move away from the city or state or country or home that you were born into, or the place that you've been at for a while. Venus and Aries here. Y'all could be seeing 444. Sagittarius got 444. You or somebody can have Sag in their chart. The Four Wands in reverse is like, this could be uprooting, moving. You've outgrown something. You guys have a lot of depth. A lot of you guys are divine feminines. A lot of you guys have a lot of depth. And a lot of you guys have dealt with, if you're a woman, you've dealt with men that they've refused to show up, and they refused to basically rise to the occasion. And that could have left you guys feeling like not good enough. It left you guys like looping, wondering why. And I'm not going to say that you guys are perfect, but some of you guys could be like starseeds. You're divine feminines. You know, you can't just be with any old person. Especially if you have a big purpose to fulfill. You can't just be with any old body. It's not going to work. No matter, even if it looks good on paper, it's not going to work. Four Wands could even be feeling a lack of support. For some of you guys, your mother, when she was pregnant, I don't know if you guys, if your mom is still alive and you can ask her, your mother did not feel supported when she was pregnant with you. And you know, the root chakra, the root chakra starts, it starts to develop for a human being during conception up until the age of 7. And then after 7, the age of 8 is when the sacral chakra forms. And the sacral chakra is all about relationships and how you relate to people. But that, if your root chakra is not grounded, not sturdy, your relationships are going to reflect that. So there's something about your connections that are reflecting something that your mother could have went through or been feeling while she was carrying you. And this could be about her relationships, maybe with your father or just with her family members, just her feeling supported. Maybe she was super scared when she was pregnant with you. She was going through a lot of changes, a lot of things with family, a lot of, because, you know, I'll get the water, so water signs, right? Scorpio talks about the 8th house, which is death, rebirth, change. For my Scorpios, if you're a Scorpio sun, or especially if you're a Scorpio sun or moon or rising, your mother could have been, while she was pregnant with you, whether you're a man or woman, she could have been going through a lot of changes, whether either in her environment, she could have been in a hostile environment. This could have been with family, your father, people around her, her job, whatever. There could have been, because the 4 of Wands in reverse could be a hostile environment. So this could have been, the hostile environment could have been her womb when she was pregnant with you, right? Her family disowned her because my father is black. Shake my head. Wow, Alexandria. Alexandria, you're half Puerto Rican or are you half white? Like, what are you? What's your mother? That's crazy. Wow, I didn't know that. Some of y'all need to talk to your parents if they're still here, if you can, or try, if you can remember and go back or get it. Some of y'all may have to get like a past life reading or an ancestral reading or something. Damn, I wonder if I want to. But for Scorpio, when your mother was pregnant with you, for my Scorpio placements, especially for my sun, moons, and risings, your mother could have been going through something very like catastrophic, almost, pretty much. Like something could have been going on with the father side of the family, her family, something that she was just going, like maybe she was afraid of becoming a mother, afraid of the changes. For my my Cancer placement people, whether you're Cancer, moon, sun, or rising, your mother could have been going through a lot of issues with her mother, because Cancer rules the mother. So your mother, while she was pregnant with you, she could have had a lot of fears, a lot of issues around becoming a mother, around becoming more soft. You know, because cancers that people say, oh, they're crybabies. Cancers could be very hard because they do have the crabs. They do have that hard shell, okay, to protect themselves. So your mother could have been going through a lot internally that she didn't really like let any, you know, she could have kept to herself. And that spilled over into you, something with her own mother. And Cancer's root, family, tradition, she carried the weight of something traditionally or ancestrally and passed that on to you. Which is why Cancer's root, family, traditions, the 4th house, home, the mother, or if it's not the mother, the parent that's the least influential, because 10th house is usually the father, but 10th house is the more authoritative parent. So if you had a single mother, your mother was more 10th house and your father was more of the 4th house. So if it wasn't your mother, it could have been your father, but either flip and switch it, or it could be both. And for Pisces rules the 12th house, and Pisces is about Pisces rules institutions like prisons, jail, prison, hospitals, institutions, government systems. It rules self-limiting beliefs. It rules the unconscious, the subconscious. Your mother could have been in prison while she was pregnant with you, or her mother could have been in prison while she was pregnant with, while your grandmother could have been in prison, or in even and the 12th house can rule psych wards too. Psychological, you know, Bellevue. For those of you who were in New York, you know Bellevue, that's the psych ward, right? There could be maybe your mother has schizophrenia, or she has some type of mental, you know, some type of disorder. Maybe she used to drink, you know. And also, you know, Pisces, sun, moon, and risings, your parents tend to conceive you while they're either drunk or under some type of like illusion. So maybe your mother was under the influence, or your father. Something about your birth, your conception, your childhood, your early stages was it was like a blur, you know, or things was, you know, it was a lot. Abuse, prison, you know, maybe people, you know, she could have been in jail, or your father, or she could have felt like she was a slave to her responsibilities, to obligations, to the situation at hand. You know, something about your mother's pregnancy with you was very like 12th house, like very isolating, very alone. My mom, oh, you have Italian? I didn't know that, Alexandria. Okay, you exotic. My mom is Italian. My father's Afro-American. Wow. Wow, wait a minute. You got me waking up. My mom's mother chose another man over my mom who she would allow to be her. Yeah, this stuff goes back. Because some of y'all could, you know, because sometimes you'd be like, okay, well, I'm over my ex. Like, I'm not really, I'm past that situation, but why do I keep looping? For a lot of you guys, it's not even you or what you went through. It's half of that. But the other half is things that your parents were carrying when they were pregnant with you, whether you're a man or a woman, and you just keep finding yourselves back stuck with the same person, or dealing with people, dealing with constant disappointments in your love life, things around family, kids, relationships, marriage, partnerships. You like, what the fuck is going on? I got away from the abuser. I'm in therapy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I got my life together. I got my own place. I got a good job. I'm stable. I picked a good partner. I thought I did. What the fuck is it? It's not you. Don't cancel your therapy, Alexandria. And maybe this could be a new topic. Instead of making it about the cancer, now you have something else to target in therapy now. Now you have a different subject that you may want to dive into a bit more with your therapist. So I hope, yeah. What's this Four of Wands in reverse? Real quick. But yeah, that's something for you guys to consider and think about when it comes to like your parents, you know, their experience. If you have parents who are alive, ask them about their pregnancy with you. Ask them what they were going through. Ask them how they were feeling. You'll be surprised. Four of Wands, somebody didn't have the support that they needed from their family, or maybe you didn't have the support during your pregnancy if you have kids, or this could be something with family. What's the Four of Wands in reverse? Or something about a person's environment was hostile. It wasn't stable. It was very chaotic, uncertain. Somebody's foundation, there's a crack in the foundation here. Four of Wands in reverse. Maybe you guys could have had, some of you guys, you're here to break some type of addiction or pattern. You could have had a parent who could have had addiction issues, and you're here to break that. Or a child you're having is going to break that. For those of you that have kids. I feel like somebody's going through an initiation. And I don't know if it's motherhood. I don't know if it's fatherhood. I don't know if it's getting out of a certain relationship, going into a new relationship, a new marriage, getting out of an old one. I don't know. There's something here, though. But the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Something, yeah. Patterns. Destiny, fate, change. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are, and you know what I like about, you know what I like about this card, the Nine of Swords? In the traditional tarot, he has his face covered, but in this one, he got his sword up and he's facing his demon. He's facing whatever, facing his fears, facing whatever nightmares that's, you know, some of y'all could be having issues with insomnia. For my Pisces placements or my you know, my 12th housers, you could suffer from insomnia, or your mother did when she was pregnant. Or you guys can just battle with insomnia. There's you see how he's looking at this thing and he's like, oh shit. It's like an aha moment for somebody. And I feel like you guys are going to realize something is going to be a revelation. You guys are going to know what to focus on. And this is going to set something free. Some of you guys are meant to write a book. You could be reading more books. I got that for the air signs, the Hermit, the Hierophant. You got the keys are here, just like the High Priestess. You guys do have a counterpart. They're out there. But maybe you haven't come across this person because there's something about yourself that you need to unlock and see. Or maybe they do. Or, yeah. But he's facing this dragon, this lizard, whatever the fuck this scary, this thing is. He's facing it. Instead of having his face closed and his face covered in the regular tarot deck, he's about to some of y'all could be having nightmares. You could be having weird dreams even. And we do have Seven of Cups here. That's about your imagination, visions, ideas, fantasy. But let's get some chakra messages. Definitely work with your root chakra. That came out for the air signs. They had somebody's root chakra was blocked in the air signs. Blocked or overactive or underactive. Well, just blocked. It wasn't good, but you may want to go watch the air signs if you have air in your chart. But what else? For the what's going on? What's the chakra messages for the water? Yeah, ungrounded. So this could be you feeling ungrounded. Yeah, somebody could be going through it. Something could be changing in the person's environment. But it's for the best. Yeah, you guys are about to become aware of a pattern about yourselves. And it's going to break some type of mental looping that you guys have been doing or going through. What else? You're welcome, Alexandria. I can't wait for the Mercury retrograde worksheet to go. I can't wait for you guys to have that for Patreon. What's the it's really good. And again, for my YouTubers, for those of you that are not on Patreon, if you are on Patreon and you're only tier 1, look at where you're at now and go back and see like what decisions, choices you've made that have gotten you to where you're at. Okay? That's the most I can give y'all for YouTube. But Patreon, you know, they get the whole worksheet. Yeah, feeling insignificant. This could have been how some of you guys felt or have been feeling. Or maybe you thought something was insignificant. You thought something wasn't really a big deal, but it is. It's like one small missing piece that y'all have. I don't want to say you guys have ignored. Maybe you just didn't really think much of it. But that's like the key thing here. What else? Yeah, lying and deceptive behavior. Some of y'all could have been dealing with somebody that was lying, or maybe you were lying to yourself about something. Or somebody else was lying to themselves, ungrounded. Some of you guys had parents who were liars. What's ungrounded? Yeah, wearing a mask. Yeah. Somebody's ungrounded because they walk around with a mask. But maybe you guys don't even realize you're wearing a mask in the first place. Or this is somebody else. Feeling insignificant. And we got solar plexus. Suppressing negative emotions. Overreacting. Clouded judgment. But your judgment is about to be much more clearer. Living a lie. Indecisive. Yeah. But the solar plexus, personal power, self-esteem, and confidence. The crystals are citrine, tiger's eye, and yellow calcite. The element is fire, Archangel Uriel. It says, I am strong and confident, and I deserve a wonderful life. I'll say it again if you guys want to use this affirmation. I am strong and confident, and I deserve a wonderful life. Yeah. For those of you that have been feeling insignificant, you've been feeling small, you've been feeling short, whether you're short or not, you've been feeling, you know, it's a difference between feeling that way. That's not a good feeling. Because I know there's some short people that they, you know, their confidence is as if they're tall. And the other way around, vice versa. Lying and deceptive behavior. Yeah, and there could be some resentment here. Maybe somebody here, maybe you had a parent that lied to you guys about your childhood. And we got lack of creativity, fear of pleasure, desire, and intimacy. Some of you guys have a tendency to overeat, overindulge, or undereat. There could be even issues with like body dysmorphia, um, eating disorders, you know, overconsumption of things that, you know, hoarding stuff. Like you can have a house or a place that's, you know, people, you can hoard food that you don't even touch for years, months, but that could be, you know, there's people that do that. It could be a person who buys sneakers, clothes that they don't even touch, but then they just, they they get it just to look at it in the closet. Some of you guys could have felt like you was just a trophy to people, that you would just put on shelves. People just wanted to hoard you and put you on the shelf, and then they go and deal with other people and then come back and visit you whenever they felt like it. Or that could be how you treated people, and this could be why. But there's some type of resentment here. Some of you guys could be resentful because maybe somebody here lied to you about something, about your childhood or about the past. I feel like nobody really cares about me. People only value me for my looks and money, but people reject and ignore me. Yeah, that's a tough thing to carry. Clothes and shoes for sure, LOL. My ex taught me this. And we're going to dive deeper into these things on Patreon too. That's why I'm, you know, the worksheets and things. Yeah. The venting sessions we're going to be doing. I still have to find a date for that. Next month will definitely be 2, but this month, because of when I started it, and then I had to wait for this, that, and the third, and then, you know, it's been a whole bunch of, but yeah. But we're going to at least get 1 in for this month before this month is over. And I want to do it after you guys do your your last Mercury retrograde worksheets, so that if you guys want to bring up anything from the worksheet to the venting sessions, you guys can. You don't have to. But yeah. So Alexandria, I'm happy you're gonna have something different to talk about now. It don't have to be just about the Cancer. That's good. That's actually that's like really refreshing. But yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna break some type of pattern. You're gonna become aware of a pattern within yourself. Within yourself, something that you didn't even realize you were doing or behaving, or yeah, you're gonna get it. Oh, don't worry, girl. We're gonna have that session on Patreon this month. Woo, okay, I've been on here too. I don't know why these readings have been so long, but they've been intense. Woo, okay. I didn't want to be on this long. But this is your reading, water signs. This was intense. This is the most intense reading I've done for y'all ever. And y'all had some intense readings before, but I have very evil and disgusting thoughts I hold inside because I know it's wrong. Nah, I feel you on that. Don't worry. We're gonna, yeah, don't worry. We're gonna touch on that. We'll touch on it in the Patreon, in the group. But yeah, this is your reading, water signs. For those of you, if you love it, if you like it here, I think you guys will really, really enjoy it on Patreon. There's 3 tiers. The link is in the description box below. Check it out. If you guys would like to book a deep dive reading with me, the link is below as well. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.